Huskies back on the road in the Mid-South, just down the road from Beale Street and downtown Memphis, and not too far from Graceland. We're on the campus of the University of Memphis at the Elma Roane Fieldhouse for UConn basketball on SNY. Brought to you by Citizens Bank. Visit citizensbank.com. The top-ranked Huskies, still undefeated, set to take on the Memphis Tigers. Starting lineups presented by Subaru. It is the return of Katie Lou Samuelson, who did not play against Temple. And Gino Auriemma saying before the game, no limits for Katie Lou, that she feels good and is ready to go by injuries. And it's going to be all they can do to hang tough with the number one team in the country who wins the opening tip to game, 8.5 boards a game. Samuelson. There's Collier on the offensive glass. Samuelson with the putback. Jada Stinson, freshman out of Kentucky, did not play in the first meeting with UConn due to an ankle injury. Collier on the inside for two. The handle and Kia Nurse almost walked.
Well, she saw Gabby Williams wide open.
Gabby Williams from outside.
We're going to compete.
Yeah, tough shot to beat the shot clock. Now Nurse sets and delivers a three.
Lead the country. There's a nice double team there.
Now look at the defense now, and it's Samuelson who gets the steal. The up quick to Nurse. Thought about it. Passed it inside for Collier for the two. Turnovers have been an issue for UConn in this game as well. That's their fourth turnover, although they battle back with Collier grabbing it for the Huskies.
Yeah, that was a rare bad pass from Gabby Williams from the high post.
Nurse on the penetration, kicks out to Dangerfield. Team 10. Huskies. And Samuelson getting involved defensively, and Nurse running, and Dangerfield found her right away. And the foul. The run, most teams aren't able to run with the Huskies, as Nurse threw it up looking for the foul, didn't get the call, and Davis couldn't secure the rebound, and Collier kept at it, got the basket and the foul. Stevens to Samuelson for three.
Clock running offense. Make Memphis play defense for a long time.
Stevens on the turnaround. Stinson gets around Walker. Good help from the piece of Collier for the block. Dangerfield leads it to Samuelson for two. Collier. Well, they're also taking some pretty quick shots here too. If they're going to keep this one close, they're going to have to slow things down a little bit, but there's no slowing down UConn. Went up a little bit more. Samuelson got it to Collier. Dangerfield, the floater for two more. And Williams getting ready to check back in. That came up short. Samuelson drives to the basket on the follow-up.
It's especially true. When she's on her game, it's so easy for her to be a leader. That's what he wants her to do.
To watch with Gabby, and we saw it in the Tulsa game, she's battling a hip injury. Look at Dangerfield with the steal and the finish. Porter fighting for the rebound with Walker. The battle won by UConn. Williams. That won't drop down, but Collier all alone. Crystal Dangerfield to the piece of Collier for two. Gabby Williams. Collier posts, turns, scores. Going out of bounds to Collier. Catches Nurse in stride. Dangerfield back to Collier. Great unselfish play. Had the open look, but Katie Lou Samuelson was wide open underneath. By Samuelson. Nurse, good pass inside Collier.
Team that's going to force us into plenty of our own.
Dangerfield knocks down a deep three. But when she's shooting the ball, she's been very effective this year.
Look at that. She set a terrific back screen, so her defender went to help.
And the head coach, we talked about that in the first half. Samuelson takes it to the hoop for two. Personal fouls for Memphis. And Taylor Barnes also with three. The basket, a little too strong, but Samuelson, who's been very active in a return to the UConn lineup, is there on the offensive glass. And Azare banks it in for two. Samuelson feeds it inside. Stevens, two more.
Step back, and that's the key.
It was a real strong defensive performance, certainly too, and UConn continues to look inside to Azare Stevens. Creighton has her pocket picked by Kia Nurse, who tried to flip it up to Molly Bent. If at first you don't succeed, try again, and Bent with the finish. Well, offensively, it has not been a good follow-up game for Megan Walker, as Stevens beats the game clock and scores at the buzzer. Walker hands it off to Coombs. And rebounded by Kyler Irwin and put back in for her first two. Game at Gamble. There's a block by Stevens coming in to help, and Walker has the rebound. Walker, north-south, beautiful take to the basket to lay it in for two. You've mentioned many times, he's toughest on the ones he expects the most out of.
Right.
Steal by Coombs. Coombs, nice adjustment for the finish. Ninth. Patuli Kamara will come in next dead ball. Coombs, good feed to Irwin. Just couldn't hit. Another rebound for Ezra Stevens. Patuli Kamara into the game for UConn. Back out top, Megan Walker knocks down the three. Irwin. Back to Molly Bent. Thought about it. Nice little pass to Irwin. Those games where she was just hanging around on the perimeter looking to take three. She was involved on the glass. She was playing defense. There really were no restrictions. And Molly Bent will take it across half court, and that will do it for the top-ranked Huskies. They follow up the performance in Philadelphia with another win. 93-36 the final here in Memphis.